I'm Allison, by the way.
Hi.
Hi. I wrote it down so I could remember it. So the thing that made me a very serious Twin Peaks fan was the secret history of Twin Peaks.
Oh, really?
I love your book so much. I recently did a 2-part podcast. We talked for 6.5 hours
No
about
kidding.
your book. Yeah. One of the main reasons that I love the book so completely is because it captured my curiosity. And it's the way I find the book, and all of the documents included. I find that the book works to train the reader to keep asking questions and to keep digging and investigate and to question historical narrative, the official version versus the unofficial version. So I don't know if that was your intention, but that's what it did for me.
Yeah.
So my question is, how do we share a reality when history is constantly being rewritten with an official and an unofficial version, and we can't trust the official version anymore?
It's a really good question, and I think the best way, I was talking about this with a friend yesterday. When many of us of our ilk went to college, the emphasis was on not about getting good test scores and trying to get on the corporate track and get an MBA and become a part of some kind of machine. It was to learn how to think critically about everything, to train your mind to not accept things at face value and to use your own developing mentality and logic and sense of right and wrong to decide what was right and wrong as far as you were concerned. At least that was my takeaway from the education that I got, and some of that was self-inflicted. I didn't get it all from them. As opposed to what's happening now, where I think that the ability to think critically is diminished. And when that happens, in a society as broad and diverse as this one, there's a great Marxist Italian philosopher who said when things like this happen, when an old world is dying and a new one is waiting to be born, shadows form and monsters can emerge from the shadows.
So interesting.
We're in a period of monsters right now. That doesn't mean that this new world isn't going to make it, but this is what happens when an age and a society and an epoch is ending, and I believe that's where we are. I think that America took the lead in that regard, for better or worse, after World War II for the last 80 years. And now we seem to have people around us with sledgehammers who are determined to tear that down in the name of something far worse. My hope is that what that's going to engender is a reaction from the rest of us that's going to eradicate them in a much more definitive way going forward. This has always been the story of this country. We've had reform, and then we have a reactionary swing against it. It's happened consistently, and the country's terribly flawed. We've made dreadful mistakes, and those of us who are aware of history own up to them. But we also had this dream of what a country could be, and it was imperfect. It was 13 states that had no business being in business with each other at some levels, because they saw the world in fundamentally different ways, and the bond that formed between them had a crack as big as the one in the Liberty Bell, and a fissure that has festered and gnawed away at the root of what this country could become for 250 years. Obviously the big disagreement was the Civil War, but we're fighting it again right now.
Yeah, we never stopped fighting.
We never stop fighting it. So the thing that critical thinking, I think, is lacking is our ability to then say, okay, well then it's up to us. We can't wait for the cavalry to come rescue us. That isn't going to happen. We have to do it. We've got to run for library board or a school board, or we've got to get involved with a candidate, or we've got to organize a petition, or find a cause that you like and donate money to. It's on us. It's not on it. We can't wait for some man on horseback. He's not coming. If we put the pieces in place, somebody might show up who's a good standard bearer, but we're in a different paradigm now. This isn't, the current administration is living like